Hello, grade 10. Today I'll be doing final math revision. I'll just make this quick. I'll be starting with course revision and then I'll be going to course practice. So I'm sure this won't be done in one quiz. I'll just start with going to chapter 2. Ignore this. So I'll just start with 32, question 32. Now let's look here. We have question 32 here, and this is chapter 2. Okay, so question 32 here, it says in the expansion of 1 minus 3x over k multiplied by k plus x power of 7, they want us to find the coefficient of x. They want us to prove or to show that the coefficient of x power of 2 is equal to 0. So what we do first, we have to find the coefficient of x power of 2. First, we will look at the expansion in here, and then we'll think. First, we have to do two things. We have to get x and x power of 2, like the coefficients of x and x power of 2y. And so then we can just multiply with the other binomial here. So we'll multiply this with this, and we'll multiply with this with this. So then we get only coefficients of x power of 2, since this one has x power of 0. So 0 plus x power of 0 plus 0 plus 2 is equal to x power of 2. And over here it has x power of 1. Over here it has x power of 1. And here, x power of 1 here. And then once you multiply it, x power of 1 plus 1 is equal to x power of 2. So we'll just be getting coefficients of x power of 2. Okay, so now that this proves our statement here, let's continue by getting the coefficients of x and x power of 2. First we'll start with the lower one. We'll get coefficients of just x simply. So to do that, x is just x power of 1, meaning that inside the combination we have to do 7, which is the highest power, combination 1. Okay, so I'll write 7 combination 1, and we want x power of 1, not k power of 1. So we'll do x power of 1 and then k power of 7 minus 1. Now we'll solve it. We get k power of 6 and then x. We put x outside actually. I think we're supposed to swap this around. We're supposed to write k 7 minus 1 and x. And then so I can put x outside and I can get the coefficient on the other side. 7 combination 1 is just 7. So now we have the coefficient of x only, which is in this binomial here is 7x power of 6x. So now we have the coefficient of x. Now I'll get the coefficient of x power of 2. We do the same thing here. The power of x is 2, so we put that in the lower part of the combination. And we'll do the same thing we did previously, 7 minus 2 instead of 7 minus 1, and x power of 2 instead of x power of 1. So 7 combination 2 on the calculator should show 21, but you can do 7 times 6 over 2, which is 21 still. And then you get k power 5 and x power of 2. And now you get the coefficient of x power of 2, which is 21 k power 5 in this binomial here. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll partially write the expansion of this binomial. What I mean by this is that I'll just be expressing, I'll show what I mean here. I'll write dash dash 7k power of 6 multiplied by x plus 21k power of 5 multiplied by x power of 2 plus dash dash. I forgot to put plus there. Okay, now look, what you notice here is that why is there like dashes over here is because that there's still exponents of x that are lower than 1, and there's still exponents of x greater than 3, which meet the range between 0 and 7, 0 being a constant term and 7 being the highest power of x. So for now we'll just write the thing as this, and then the other side is 1 minus 3x over k. This one we will no need to expand because the highest power is 1. And here inside the binomial, also here the highest power is 1, so no need for expansion in here. Now what we'll do, now we'll do the same method here. We just multiply the two binomials, two separate terms of two binomials. Here it's x power of 0, so it matches with the x power of 2. So then, since we just want the coefficient of x power of 2 as they ask here, so we just cross multiply. So 1 times 21 k power 5 multiplied by x power of 2. Then this multiplied by this, and we'll get the k's cancel, so you get k power 5 here. You get 21 k power 5 x power of 2, and this is minus here, so It's multiplied by minus. So now we have minus here. Now, what is this? How can we solve this? It looks, there's literally two equal terms here. However, in any case of written, what you have to do instead, you have to extract the x power of 2. So then we'll just factor it out. We'll get 21k power 5 because we just want the coefficient. Even if you get 0, regardless, they always will want this. We have to factor as much as we can. We don't factor out k power 5 because then that would result in taking out the coefficient, which is not what we want. You know what? If we were to take it out, it would still equal to 0. Actually, you know what? We will take it out. Yeah, I think you're supposed to take it out. My bad. And then you get 21 minus 21, which is 0. K cannot be equal to 0 as stated in here. So, yeah. But that doesn't really matter right now. We just factored it out, and now we got 0. So we just proved x is equal to 0. Sorry, that the coefficient of x power of 2 is equal to 0. Now, it might sound crazy, but I'm already done with this section. But or at least I'm already done according to the material. But I'll find one more top question paper, just one top question on this chapter. If you guys want to move on to the next quiz, on the next video, no problem. But I'm just gonna do another random top question just in case. Okay, so I'll be doing question 26 because this one, it looks like tricky. I mean, it's really not, but a lot of people, sometimes they can, I'm sure some people can overwork this, they can get a mistake on this, or simply they can just overdo what they're doing, and then it turns out they're going the wrong way in solving. So over here, it shows that instead of multiplying their binomials, what happens? Instead of multiplying, they're adding, which means, and they want to find the coefficient of x power of 3. Well, they already gave it to us actually. They just want us to find the value of a. Now, normally over here, when you want to find the x power of 3, what people instinctively, I'm sure what some people think, they think over here is this sometimes like this, and then multiplied by this. Because that's normally what every single question shows. Look, you see? Here it's multiplying, here's multiplying. There's plenty of these types of questions. Even the one that we went previously, it was just like this. So, we always have to concentrate and focus. Because if it's a plus, that makes this question significantly easier. What some might do is just expand the whole entire thing up until x power of 3. But no, you only have to do x power of 3, which is so much easier. And later I'll show you why. Now, actually I don't need to show you why, because if you put any other power other than x power of 3, it won't add with any other power of x. You're only looking for x power of 3. We're adding, not multiplying, we're adding. So what we'll do, we'll take them two separately into account. This is supposed to be plus here, so x plus 2a power 5 and 1 minus 3x power of 6. So what I'll do, expand this here first, and I'll find 5, 3, because they're asking for they said the coefficient of x power 3 is 100. So I'll just put 3 in here. Okay, so I'll just substitute. I get 3 to a 5 minus 3, which is 2. And then I do the same thing here, except now the biggest is 6, not 5. Here's 1, and since it's a constant, 6 minus 3, which is 3, but they're both the same, yeah, same powers. Okay, now what I do, I multiply, so 5 combination 3 is 5 times 4 times 3, which is 60 over 6, which is 10. So I get 10 x power 3 4a squared, which is 40a squared x power 3. So I got the coefficient of the x power 3 over here. And then I do the same thing here. 6 combination 3 is 30 times 4, 120 over 120 over 6, which is 20. So we get 20 over here, so 20 multiplied by minus 27, which is 40 is 54. So it's minus 54 x power 3. Now over here they didn't add constant x here. If you want, we can just test here. 6 times 5 times 4 over 6, yeah, it's just 20, and then multiplied by minus 27. Oh, sorry, I put minus 54. It's minus 400, minus 540. X power of 3, of course. So now we know that the coefficient of x power of 3 is minus 540. So now what I'll do, since it's addition, since I have to add these two binomials over here, this one and this one, I add them. So that means I have to add the x power of 3 with this x power of 3. So I get now 40 a squared minus 540 in parentheses by x power of 3. And they said that the coefficient is 100. Is equal to 100, so that means 100 x power of 3. Now, always to be on the safe side, no, honestly, just, normally this is how you're supposed to do it. Don't need to really include these anyway. We just understand that the coefficients added up, they give you 100. Now here, there's the tricky part. No, not tricky. You just 640. You get 16. 16. Okay, that means the two values of a are 4 and minus 4 and 4. Now that we have the two values of a, we might wonder what value of a we have to pick. They gave it to us right here. A is a negative integer, meaning a is less than 0, meaning a equals 4 is rejected, and a equals minus 4 is accepted, meaning that a is equal, a equals minus 4 is accepted. Minus. A is equal to minus 4. Okay, so yeah, here's your answer for this one. A is equal to minus 4. And that's it for the quiz. Hopefully this section was, hopefully, oh God, sorry for that. Hopefully this helped you, this section helped you, but I'll quickly be moving on to the next one because I want to skim through everything. Obviously there's plenty of days before the exam begins, so it doesn't really matter like how late I post. And you can watch the video anytime. Okay. Good night for those who think that this is enough studying, and I'll go to the next quiz, or the next section.